What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Syndicate Talk. We got a very special guest on with us today, Vernon No Love Weber. What's good, Vernon? What's going on with you?
I'm good, sir. I'm good. Getting in, as y'all see.
Man, already in the gym. We like to see it, dog. So we just gonna hop right into it, bro. Like, what got you into boxing? Like, what made you start, get in the ring?
I really wanted to start when I was a kid, but my parents wasn't having that. They was a normal football, basketball, track family, so
Yeah.
so that's what I had to stick with. But when I turned of age, when I turned 19, I was actually playing college ball, so I forgot about boxing for a while. When I turned 22, I'm like, I'm gonna give it a shot again. I went for it.
Right, and that's so in boxing, that's a really a late start. These guys
Like,
be in it their whole life. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
What you,
super
you
late.
play foot? I was about to say you kind of got the stature of a football player too. What you play?
Running back.
Oh, okay, yeah. Where you go?
I went to Bowling Green.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah. Good
yeah,
D1.
so,
Yeah, you was up there. Good to hear.
yeah,
Yeah, okay,
uh-huh,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So, what was your amateur career like? It's hard to find fucking records and shit like that for amateur. But I
uh-huh,
see, I put up the picture of you with all your amateur belts and stuff like that. So I know you got
hmm.
the accolades. So, what was your amateur career like?
All right, so I actually started boxing when COVID was
Oh
taking
yeah.
place, so it kind of delayed a lot of my fights. I was 62-3 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I still had a good career, but it just was short. It should have
Right.
been a lot more than what it was.
Yeah, because obviously these dudes be coming in with 300 amateur fights. You know what I mean? Trying to get that
Yeah,
experience in. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I'm already here. So, what was like the main differences that you saw? Because obviously you just said you didn't have too much of an amateur career as you wanted. So, what was the main
yeah.
differences you saw, like coming from amateur and then going to the pro game?
The biggest difference I seen was the not 1,000 punches. People was throwing 1,000 punches. It was more the setup style, a couple punches set up, basically trying to trick your opponent to doing something you want to do. Versus amateur was you just out there throwing punches.
Right.
200 punches around, I don't gotta do that no
Yeah.
more. I don't do that no
Yeah,
more.
because
That's the
I
biggest
about to
transition.
say, yeah, and I was gonna say too, like a lot, you see it all of that in like amateur judging too. Like the judges are
Hmm.
looking for like more of a ring generalship, more of who can control their
Hmm.
man rather than who really got the best skill set. You know what I'm saying? So you can,
Exactly.
yeah, I definitely see that a lot with like when I be going to some of these amateur fights and stuff like that. I be seeing like I thought this
Mhm.
dude won, but they get a decision to some,
Yeah,
somebody else. But
like
man,
that.
definitely. And then, so like going into your first fight, how did it feel preparing? Did you prepare the same like for amateur, or did you step? I know you probably stepped it up a
I
little
stepped
bit.
it up.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, I know you probably stepped it up. What was that like?
I ain't gonna lie, I stepped it up big time. I mean, it was like you said, it was my first pro fight, my first pro fight, so I didn't know what to expect. First time having headgear off, lighter gloves. Uh, so I stepped it up huge. I was busting my ass, and then it kind of worked out for me because my first pro fight, the dude actually walked out on me. So I didn't get to actually fight my first pro fight. But the second fight, I got trained for like 5 months before I actually had my pro fight. So I
Right.
was killing myself for 5 months straight. And I mean, it paid off good. It was a 36-second fight for me, but so it paid off. But yeah, I stepped it up huge for the from amateurs to pros, just 'cause I
and
didn't know
I
what to expect.
exactly, and I was gonna ask you too, like, what was that feeling like of getting your first pro win and by knockout?
It felt good, to be honest. It felt good in the moment. I was still a little shocked. I wasn't. It didn't hit me till after I got out the ring and shit. Until really probably like the next day, I'm like, damn, yeah, that shit was
Like a
crazy.
motherfucker really pro, like we really doing
Yeah,
this shit. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Then so like I don't know too much about your camp. Like what gym do you train out of?
So right now, I'm at a couple different gyms. Like right now, where I'm at right now, this is Champions right here up on 23 mile out
Mm-hmm.
in Chesterfield,
Yep, yep.
New Baltimore area. But I'm also out at Powerhouse in Clinton Township on Hall Road. And those two main gyms I just go to train for myself, or I just go to my coach's house in his garage. I believe you don't need fancy shit to be good. You just need a coach, a bag, some mitts to do your work. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And then I'll be training a little bit myself at New Way. I know I've been hearing them talk about you too. That you
Uh-huh.
get some work in over there
Oh,
too.
yeah, huh? Yeah, I go there for sparring sometimes, yeah.
Yep, yep. And then being from Michigan, you know what I mean. You know we got some great talent down here. Like, who are some of your favorite people to get it in with?
So me being heavyweight, I ain't gonna hold you up. It's
It's
hard for
not
me.
too many. I was about to say it's not too
It's
many.
hard for me to get work. But my place I've been getting a lot of workouts down in Livonia. My boy Tony, he an amateur still though. I go to New Way. I get in there with Anthony.
Hmm.
Uh, but my best work I've been getting by far is out in Port Huron with my boy Carnell Gills. He's a pro too. Uh, he a dog. So I
Right,
like
just
it
be
that
some
way.
right
he a
some good
dog.
dog work in there. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
And then, like obviously, we know you running in that heavyweight, but you're a smaller heavyweight. Like,
yeah.
is this a weight you want to stay at for the rest of your career? Do you see yourself at like a light heavy or a cruiserweight down the line?
Honestly, I was gonna surprise people because actually I was gonna drop. We in the process of dropping down to cruiserweight right now.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
yeah.
we making stipulations on my fights. Cause I've been fighting everybody with like 270, 265.
Hmm.
So I'm starting to cut down. My last fight I was 210. So I'm starting to cut down for not this fight, but the next fight after this. I should be cruiserweight. Probably make my way down to light heavyweight and just have fucking like that ring general shit. I ain't fighting
Right.
somebody that's 80 pounds heavier than me and 8 inches taller than me.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. It
so
just
yeah.
they're just kind of basically giving them advantage
You
on you. It
mentioned.
ain't like you
Uh huh.
can't beat them. It ain't like you
Uh huh.
can't beat them, but it's still just giving them an advantage on you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Uh huh.
Right, right. And then I was about to say, you going into that height thing. I know guys be doubting your height. Like, what motivation do you like? What motivates you to keep going to get in there with those heavyweights that might be 6'5", 6'6"? You know what I mean?
Oh, I love it. Cause I love being the underdog.
Yeah,
I love when I walk out to the ring. You can see like people faces, like even the crowd, like damn, I don't know about this one. This motherfucker big. He kind of small for him.
right,
And then they go in there and see. I love the reaction afterwards on people's face after I demolish dog in there. They be like, damn. I bring a bigger fan base. They be shocked, like, damn, this nigga really just handle business like that. I like that. It made me keep going. It makes me push a lot harder too.
right, right. No, yeah, I was about to say, I've been to a couple of your fights too, like myself. Like, I've been to your, I think it might have been the last one. That was that Motor City, the
Oh yeah,
soundboard fight.
yeah.
I went to that one. I think it went to decision, but you was pretty much whooping dog the whole fight.
Uh huh.
But he was a tough dude, though. Gave you some good work, you know what I mean? Good learning
hmm
experience. But what I was about to say, so who are some of your favorite fighters to watch and learn from? Who do you get some inspiration from?
I watch a lot of the old school boxers, so I'll be watching Mike. Uh,
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Holyfield. I actually watch Tony Harrison too from the city.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I like his style. Uh, Believe it or not, I watch some girls too, like Alicia.
Yep, yep.
Uh, uh, but I pick up a lot of my stuff. Me and my coach, we just really just put on anything. He be showing me like Canelo stuff. Just try to pick up everything from anybody. Shit, even some amateurs. I be around like Boomer, Ferris Dixon.
Yep, yep.
I be trying just picking up a little shit from everybody. Shit, I look on their Instagram. Everybody move different. You can pick up from anybody. So I really just go like that.
Right,
And
right. And
I
shout out to
incorporate.
Oh yeah, shout out to Ferris too. I did an interview with
Oh,
Ferris not
oh
too
yeah.
long ago. Shout out to Boomer.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
yep, yep. And then I wanted to ask you about this. We ain't gotta get too much into it. But being from Michigan, the boxing community is so small. Are you and Aaron Rivera gonna ever get in the ring and do
Ah,
that? I gotta
ah.
ask. We both from the
I feel
city.
that.
It get
I feel
around. You
that.
know what I mean? I gotta ask.
I feel that. See, my thing with that is I don't gain shit from that at all. You know what I mean? Uh, Aaron, Aaron too damn little to be honest. I'm hold on. I'll talk my shit for a second. Aaron just too little. That's just me bullying somebody in there of that stature. He ain't skill wise or size wise compatible to me. So, and I already showed him that in sparring. It's gonna be worse if I get those 10-ounce gloves on. He don't got no headgear on. he good for the first 40 seconds, but after that, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. And it's just, and I truly believe, Detroit fighters shouldn't ruin another Detroit fighter career. I believe we should all try to make it out together instead of beating on each other. You know. So, and I told his coach that too. Like, I'm trying to spare dog, but y'all want him to end his career here. I can do that for y'all too. so, so I mean, shit. To answer your question, I'm down to do anything. You know, if that's what it comes to. I end his career for him right here, right now. You know, so I don't get no problem
Right.
doing that.
If the situation right, the money, the cash right, the contracts
Uh
make
huh.
sense. You're right, we'll do it. But to your point though, I do see what you're saying. We all from the same city. Why not
Mm-hmm.
build with each other? Y'all can keep sparring, get each other better, shit like that. I do understand what you're saying for with that shit
Yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then like we discussed a little earlier, you back in the ring December 30th against Gabriel Mota. He 1-2, seems like a tough dude. I seen his little, he 1-2. I seen his record. He beat his one win is against a 3-0 guy, so I'm sure he's probably a tough guy. Like, have you seen anything on him?
I've been watching his shit. Same thing. He come out wide, looping punches, hooks. That shit ain't gonna work. He too damn slow. Uh, I'm gonna take care of business. I think it's gonna be. I think he's gonna come out tough. He ready to win. He want to win, but he ain't ready. Dog ain't ready. I see his fight against who was D Mills, and his body soft, and I'm a dig to that motherfucker for sure. So I've been working on those.
You already know we rocking
Uh
with you
huh.
to get that
Uh
dub,
huh.
but we
Hmm.
gotta play a little devil's advocate because you can't underestimate nobody. Anything can happen in the
Exactly.
ring, so
True.
you definitely wanted to just see what your thoughts was about him, and then like just to get some of your interest. Like, who do you think is the best fighter in the game right now?
Shit, my weight class, because I saw you were really.
Well, I was gonna say like just period because I do got another question saying like who do you kind of watch
Okay,
in your weight class? Yeah,
okay. In the game, period. Right now. Ooh,
and it's a tough one. There's some dogs out there.
there's some dogs out here. That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna hold you up. I'm a huge Tank fan.
Yeah.
Davis. That man is a monster.
Tank is a
So
dog. And I got some
yeah.
questions at the end of the interview we're gonna get to ask you some like kind of predictions on who you think gonna win these fights. So I'm interested to see your answers on that too.
Oh yeah.
But to go off what we just said though, like who do you think is the best heavyweight? I know you say you be watching obviously guys in your own class. Like who do you think the best
Hmm.
heavyweight is?
I think the best heavyweight right now, honestly, is that man Jay Anderson out of
Mm.
Toledo. That man monster
Mm.
too. He young, he powerful. I think he's gonna be a problem. But I want that work though.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I be
Yeah.
seeing he be coming down. He be here all the time working with Tony
Mhm.
Harrison and all them. That'd be
Mhm.
dope as hell if y'all could just get some sparring in,
That's
anything,
what
get
I
some
need.
work in.
I
Hell
want to
yeah.
just I just want to see where I'm at. He a top ranked big prospect. I want to see where I level at with him. You know what I mean?
hmm And a lot of
So
people have him as the next great heavyweight, the next
uh huh.
world champ. So
Yeah.
like if you was able to hold your own in there, or even shit, you don't never know. Maybe you beat him up in there.
Beat him.
You know what I'm saying? You feeling
Mm.
good. You know what I mean? Right. I
Uh,
definitely hear that. And then so, what are your thoughts about the heavyweight division? Like, do you see like I know you said you want to go down the cruiser too because you want to get take away some of that advantage guys have on you, but like do you see like you and your team I guess would be a better question. Are y'all looking for like a quick rise or are y'all looking to more take y'all time or are y'all like I said a quick rise or y'all trying to get on a big promotion with the next couple of fights?
I think we taking our time throughout this whole thing. We don't want to rush too quick because that's when mistakes made. You know, the
Mm-hmm.
goal is to build a career, fan base, record wise, and all that stuff too. So we're gonna take our time, and we think the best way to do it is through cruiser, like kind of like build it through cruiser. Then we can challenge go back to heavyweight. You know,
Mm-hmm.
uh, challenge a heavyweight at that point, but build our record through cruiserweight and then go that route.
Right, right. Because I do see a lot of. I like to ask that question too, because I do see a lot of guys. They have some talent, but they might go try they look in a top rank promotion or a Showtime promotion, and then it be bad night. You know what I mean? So
Uh
I
huh.
do, yeah, I do like to ask that question just because some people do take it a little too fast. You know what I mean?
Uh
So
huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
so just to learn a little bit more about you, man. Like, what's some stuff you do outside of boxing?
So I got 3 kids at the crib, so
Oh,
I
okay,
spend a
yeah.
lot, yeah. So I spend a lot of time with my family, and like shit. Saturday we going down to the Detroit to the tree and ice skating and stuff like that. So a lot of my time outside this ring is, uh, and that's another reason. Let me get back to the reason we taking it slow because at the end of the day, those dudes got a 10 hour training session where I got to work for 9, 10 hours a day, and then go train for 5 hours. You know what I mean? That's that we
Right,
got two different lifestyles.
exactly.
That's no reason we taking it slow. But outside of that, I got to work 8, 10 hours a day, train, and then I also got my kids. I spend a lot of time with my kids trying to do stuff with the family. I pride myself on being a good dad. So
Right,
that's
just
mostly what I do outside of here. You know, just
right,
do
just
anything
real
by.
life though. Yeah, just real
Yeah.
life situations, and a lot of these, like you said, a lot of these guys got the time and the resources to just train. They just train, and they don't got to do nothing else. So, like you said, you're an up and comer guy. You live in real life. You trying to take care of your business and really do this shit. So that's really, that's real respected too, dog. And then, and then I wanted to ask you another boxing question too, though, because I looked at your record. I'm like, damn, like you had 6 fights in 2020. When you coming up on your sixth fight in 2022, dog, I'm like, God damn, is this a
uh,
pace you want to stay at? Like, do you want to stay this active?
yeah, I want to stay active. Of course, injuries come along the way, but if we still healthy, we still fighting. You know.
Duh, because I looked at that. I'm like, because I was trying to see, like, I was just looking at the record. I'm like, maybe one of these is a mistake. Maybe it's 2021. I'm like, no, this is all this year. I'm like,
Yeah.
God
Uh-huh.
damn. And you obviously know, man, people not doing that no more, dog. People
Uh-huh.
fighting once or twice a year and a half. Sometimes if they think they good enough. So like, that's real big too. People ain't really doing that shit.
Right.
And then, man, for real.
That's true.
And then, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, man? I know a lot can happen, but I know you got big aspirations and big dreams for yourself. What do you see yourself in the next couple of years?
Uh, I definitely see myself still undefeated. I'm saying around with the rate we go right now, I should be around at least 24-0. And I really want a belt in the next 5 years too. At least be a top contender or have a belt in my hand by that time. Shit, honestly, I started late, like you said. I don't got too much more time on my hand to keep on playing around. So in the next 5 years, it's time to have a belt for sure.
Right, it's really time to turn up for real. No, I
Uh
hear
huh.
that for
Yeah.
sure. And then, last official question, man: best heavyweight slash cruiserweight not named Vernon Weber.
uh, let's see. Let's see. Like I said, everybody got their shit on Tyson Fury. You know he a dog. That man, he big as hell, move like a damn middleweight.
Man,
But I do love Fury. He definitely up there. Like I said, Jerry Anderson, and then I don't know these all these other heavyweights personally, but I do know Carnell personally, and like I said, dog is a beast. Uh, I like him, but I also like Milton,
oh yeah,
Dreamland.
Dreamland. Yeah,
Yeah,
Dreamland the dog.
I want to see. I want to test my shit against him too, see what's up. But those my top ones right now. That's what I'm really looking at, skill wise and size wise. Who I'm preparing myself for because I think those are the next big names. You know,
Oh yeah,
coming
for
up through
sure.
my generation. You know, by the time I get up there, Texas Fury gonna probably be done,
Hmm.
uh, or I was prime. But them couple three gonna be in their prime, and the top names. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Definitely, definitely. And shout out to Dreamland Milton too. Dreamland is a supporter of the page. He follow us and like our, support our shit. So
Mm.
shout out to Dreamland too. And then we got another. Now we just got the. I got a little segment we just call quick predictions. So we got a list of fights. Some happening, some we kind of want to happen, but some bull. Obviously, all the boxing business bullshit happens. So I'm just listing them off, and you just give me the first name that come to your mind. Who's gonna win the motherfucking fight? You got it.
all right, let's
All
get
right,
it.
bet it up. So obviously this one didn't happen. We wanted it to happen. Everybody in the boxing world, I'm sure you know, already know what I'm about to say. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford.
I got Bud.
Bud, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis.
Tank.
Tank, okay, good question. Okay, so I think this one is happening. They say they signed a contract. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia.
Tank.
Tank.
Right out of there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and I think this one is promising too. This probably next up for these dudes, Devin Haney, Lomachenko.
Haney. I got Haney.
Haney.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I'm taking Haney in that one too.
Yeah.
Uh, Shout out to Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson or Dillian White. He actually just called him out not too long ago.
Damn. I gotta go
Dillian
Anderson.
White.
He in it. I gotta
You
go
going
Anderson.
Jared
He in his
Anderson?
prime. Yeah, I'm going Anderson. That's a big one
Yes.
though. Damn,
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
is a
know about
big
that
one. Yeah, Jared Anderson actually just called him out on Twitter like, can y'all feed me this bum?" So he he really
one.
he really won't Dillian White, and that's a big step up in competition for him though too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's a big
Mm-hmm.
step up. It'll show what he really can do in the heavyweight because Dillian White done fought everybody. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That'd be a good fight for Jared.
That's
And
a big
then
one.
this is going down tonight. I'm sure I know your answer. Tyson Fury, Derek Chisora.
Yeah, Fury.
Yep, yep.
Uh,
And then this is another one. I got two more for you. So this is another one I just kind of made up in my head yesterday, but they kind of was going, but they wasn't going back and forth. But Adrian Broner, Regis Prograis. I think Adrian Broner want that fight
oh yeah,
after
I see
seeing
that.
Regis get that
Yeah.
belt.
Yeah,
So yeah,
see, that's tough right there. That's a tough
that's a
one.
tough one.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Mm. See, what do you
That's
say?
a
Turn or
tough.
die? Turn or die? I'm going with Browner.
You going AB?
I'm going AB. Turn or
Hey,
die.
AB, yeah, AB is a tough motherfucker if he focused though,
Uh-huh.
man.
Yeah.
If he focused, that's a hard dude to beat for real. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to see him back in the ring. You know, he coming
Me
back
too.
in February, I think. So I think
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to see him back. And
That's a
then
tough one
last,
though.
yeah, that's a real tough one because Regis and
We just
it's his
yeah.
time right now. It's his time
Uh
right
huh.
now. So
Right.
that's a tough one. And then last but not least, we got this fight going on this Saturday. Chocolatito Estrada. I'm actually gonna be at the fight, so I'm excited to see that one, man. So who you
Uh-huh.
got? It's a trilogy too, so I'm excited for this one. Who you got in that one?
Shit. That's up in the air for me. I might go chocolate.
You going Chocolatito? I'm
Yeah.
picking the Chocolatito too.
Uh huh.
That man's a dog, man. Them dudes at them
Nah.
lower divisions, man, they be 5'3", 5'4", going at it, man,
Going crazy.
going
So fast
crazy.
too.
Quick as hell, powerful. Man, they could
10
really go.
punches. Yeah.
Man, they throwing 10 punch
That's
combos. You would
what I
never
say.
land that shit,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
You anything above, bro, you would never be able to land that shit.
Exactly.
But man, that shit is crazy, bro. But thank you
Yeah.
so much, bro.
Oh,
Thank you
yeah.
so
No
much
doubt.
for
Appreciate
joining
it.
us, bro. Yeah, bro. Like I
Definitely.
said, I've been watching you for quite some time. Even before I had the page, I knew about you in your amateur career. So,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
you definitely been doing your thing, getting your name out there, and I appreciate your time for real.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it. Appreciate you for having me on your show, man.
Yeah, for
Definitely
sure. And
go
then,
shout you out, get your link out there.
oh
Definitely
yeah,
check it
my
out. Like I
guy.
said, we from the city.
Yeah, we definitely got to support each other. Then let people know where they can find you at.
Oh, yeah. So you can find me on Instagram at No Love Boxing underscore JR. With the boxing, don't put no G in there. It's just boxing with an N. And then you can find me for the older crowd. Y'all find me on Facebook. It's just Jr. Weber.
Bet
That's
it
all the
up.
social media I got out there.
Sounds good, my guy. Thank y'all for listening and watching the podcast. My guy, No Love Vernon Weber is back December 30th, Motor City Casino. We'll be in the building. You know I'm gonna be there to support you for sure. So we'll be there to support. Yep. So I'm looking forward to that one. But again, thank y'all for watching. Subscribe to the channel and follow us on Instagram at the Boxing Syndicate. Thanks, bro.
All right, no doubt. Appreciate it.